Hey everybody, Mr. Wallowitz here. I am coming to you to present our notes for The Road to Revolution, about the aftermath of the French and Indian War and what it would do to um, British America, as well as the colonists and the Native Americans here in North America after the French and Indian War. So we have a couple of terms to know for a test on this subject. We have mercantilism, the belief in the benefits of profitable trading, commercialism, and we have land speculation, a financial activity that involves the purchase of real estate with the hope that the price will increase. Most land purchases can be better referred to as real estate investment, since land tends to increase in value over time. Well, let's get started. So we have the 7 Years' War with the French and Indian War. It was known as the 7 Years' War throughout the world, but here in North America, in American history, we always refer to it as the French and Indian War. France and England were at war against each other all over the world. They are now the two dominant rival countries competing for dominance in their expansion of culture and influence throughout the world. Both France and England are going to stake claims to territories in North America. And of course, that is eventually going to lead to conflict. Land disputes in the Ohio River Valley region caused a small portion of this war to take place in North America. The British feel that they have a right to the land that stretches all the way to the Mississippi River, while France disagrees and they say we were here. This land is ours, and any type of British invasion or attempt to settle this territory would be met with resistance. So France and England are now going to start to fight war against each other in a war here in North America in the Ohio River Valley region. Many Native American tribes allied themselves with France because they had a good relationship with the French. So when France comes to the New World, they take a very different approach to the Native Americans than the English did. The English met the Native Americans and viewed them as a problem from day one. Why are you here? This is our land. Get away, or else we're going to kill all of you. The French decided to take a different approach and treated the Native Americans almost as equals. They set up trade with the Native Americans. They exchanged weaponry with the Native Americans. The relationship started to become so good between the French and the Native Americans that the French would routinely intermarry with the Native Americans. And so when war or these conflicts are going to break out between France and England, it was almost a no-brainer for especially the Native American tribes and villages in the Ohio River Valley region. They were going to ally themselves with France. Unfortunately, it was for a losing cause. Because of England's strategic planning and superior military, they were able to defeat the French and their Native American allies. So here we have the Proclamation of 1763. So after they, the English, defeated France, the British tried to make peace with the Native Americans by not allowing British colonists to settle in lands west of the Appalachian Mountains. So we see here on the map, here in dark red is where the majority, the overwhelming majority of British colonists lived in the dark red along the east coast, basically to the Appalachian Mountains. So they're going to draw a line and say no British colonists can move and settle into lands west of that line. So in the pink, we have Indian Reserve, where the Native Americans were promised that this is your territory. We will not move, we will not encourage colonists, nor would we tell colonists to move into your territory. This is yours. this is ours. We are going to try to live in peace together. Reactions to the French and Indian War. Reaction to the war is seen from three different perspectives. First, we have the British government. They have mercantile interests and a desire to keep peace, meaning if they can concentrate the overwhelming majority of their population as close to the east coast as possible, that was good. They want to trade with other parts of the world, and by doing so from the east coast, it was easier to get ships in and out of North America and to their other possessions throughout the world, whether it's in the Caribbean, South America, or Africa. They want to keep peace by not allowing the colonists to move west into the Ohio River Valley region, west of the Appalachian Mountains, to possibly cause trouble with any Native American tribes. The colonists showed disappointment over the outcome of the French and Indian War. Elite British colonists felt that the departure of the French would open up the West. And that was a belief in when the French and Indian War started, when the British forces or the British military would defeat France and Native American allies. They thought, well, now that the French are out of the picture, we can now expand our empire, expand the colonies all the way to the Mississippi River. West of the Mississippi River was Spanish territory still, but to the Mississippi River would be unclaimed. And the colonists thought, well, this would open up more trading options with the Native Americans, possibly with the Spanish as well. And so upper class British colonists thought that with the French out of the way, this could make them even richer. And we have the Native American tribes. They have complete distrust of the British. They know that they had already wiped out most of the native populations in the East. And with the French gone, the tribes feared an unrestricted onslaught by greedy white settlers and land speculators. So the Native Americans just don't trust the British. Yes, they signed a treaty. They know that this proclamation of 1763 is going to be in effect. They just don't believe that the British are going to adhere to it. And they know they have precedent for this because every time that a treaty or an agreement is signed with the British and the Native Americans, the British almost always will cross it or cross the Native Americans and go against the treaty, take more land, put it up for sale. So the British government wants to try to concentrate and try to basically like bottleneck the colonists to first a couple of hundred of miles inland up to the Appalachian Mountains. They want to try to concentrate so it would be a lot easier to govern the 13 American colonies. The colonists were disappointed because with the French out of the way, they thought that they were going to lose a chance to make money or make more money in trading with Spain and the Native Americans and so on. And the Native Americans just had complete distrust of the British, know that the British are most likely going to go against this proclamation, go against any type of peace treaties signed with Native American tribes, and now felt that now that the French are gone, that it would be a lot easier for the English to just move in on Native American territory, move the Native Americans out, and sell the land for their own profit. Make sure that we view these notes. We take careful consideration of this. You will have an assignment posted with this called the Proclamation of 1763 that will be due before the start of the next class. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.